halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later. Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Back to the running game with Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Right back to Swift again on second down. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, look at the juke. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 52 yards rushing for it as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Hurts to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hurts. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give right side Swift. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. The Steelers at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Pickett got an open man. It's Pickens. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll be caught by Rice. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Harris. A nice little juke. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Steelers' first down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen, Harris. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
It's been quite the impressive career resurgence for Hassan Reddick. Focusing now more on rushing the passer, the linebacker's 23.5 sacks in his last 2 seasons.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives That was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
From the 24, Hurts. It's caught. Smith. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 3rd and long for Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. With Harris out of the shotgun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And that's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Milton Williams coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they said the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I just love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. T.J. Watt drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Here's Aaron Siposs now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Pickett now on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Complete, it's Johnson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Pickett right back to the air again. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Now back to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Lamar Jackson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson leading the way there as the win.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the 3rd quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Back to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll throw again with Pickett.
And this is incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
That'll be caught by Rice. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's another carry for Harris. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Pickett.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. And connecting quickly with Goddard. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts looking left side and has got a man. That's Smith. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burger?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
The ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Pickett. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. This is Harris on the draw. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pickett now on 1st down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yards.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to...
On 2nd and 11 now.
Hurts.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 24.
Off play action. Pickett.
He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the delay, here's Harris.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16, being chased out left. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 43. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go play action with Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd in the yard.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st down, Hurts. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down by 4, 2:18 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Pass complete to Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Pickett to throw. Washington's got it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Pickett trying to get his guys up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On the draw, it's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's Pickett. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Looking to throw here, Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Pickett. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by a field goal. 25 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Pass complete, Goddard. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen? Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with him for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll get this off to Swift. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Hurts. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Pickett
flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. He's got Pickens complete.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett completes this one to Pickens.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
They'll throw again with Pickett. He's got Johnson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Third and long for Pickett.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man.